Donuts dating in 2026 seems to be one of the worst things that you can possibly try and do. So in this video, I thought we would have a look at people exposing their horrific first dates on TikTok to see how bad the dating landscape actually is.
I went on a first date this week, and I'm still traumatized. And there's a very, very good reason for that. This was one of the worst first dates of my life. I matched with the lady, you know, as one does on Hinge or Tinder, whatever. We chatted up, finally pick a place to go get lunch. I strayed away from the dinner. We get to the lunch spot. I get out of the car. She tells me she's here. I'm looking around, and I think I see her. And she's not alone. I'm thinking maybe she just saw her friend on the street on the way here and stopped to say hi. And he looked older, maybe like 35, 40.
Sorry. Hey? I mean, any gender is bad. Like, if you're going on a first date with someone, you know, ideally, in a perfect world, they would turn up alone. Not in a weird way or anything. I think that's just the normal kind of way you do it. I don't think anyone suspected, I thought, in a weird way. I'm not going to capture them. I mean, not on the first date. Come on, at least give it a couple. Christ, get to know them first. Buy them a drink. I don't know. This would make me uneasy straight away.
Maybe they work together. I don't know. So I go up to introduce myself in person. The guy stops and goes, "Excuse me." I'm like, "Oh, my bad. Hi, nice to meet you too." He goes, "You better take care of her, because she takes care of me." I don't know what that means. And then he just leaves and we go inside.
He just leaves? Okay, thank you, mystery man. I will take that advice. Enjoy your next adventure. Sorry, what do you mean? The guy turned up to say like one line and then left? Is that not a bit weird to anyone?
I'm already shooken up. I ask her, I go, "Who is that?" She goes, "Oh, don't worry about it." Don't worry about it. We sit down, order our drinks. We're looking at the menu. I ask again, I go, "You know, it's really just, I really need to know who that is. That was a weird interaction. I just met you. What's going on?" She goes, "Oh, he supervises me when I go on dates." I give her a look like I'm real confused, but I'm starting to put the pieces together. And she looks at me, she goes, "Yeah, this one's about 300. 300 what? No, absolutely not. That's not, I know why he's supervising you. He's your, yeah. I am not on those type of sites. I do not know what the hell happened. So I excuse myself. I haven't even ordered it.
Wait, what did he just whisper there? Did he say baby? Guys, I always miss these things. Like, I could watch that 100 times. I wouldn't know what he's saying. Whenever someone is whispering to me, I can just never make it out. I'm like, just speak. Just use your voice. This is what's a date supervisor? Like, people have any jobs these days coming from me. A guy that talks to a camera for a living. Yeah, that works. It's the first time I've ever put down another job. Normally it's my job getting put down. But a date supervisor. How did you get that role? Was that like on Indeed? Oh, I'll apply for this. This seems pretty easy. You know, flexible hours.
I excuse myself, go to the bathroom, leave. I get out. He's just standing by my car. At this point, I don't know what to do. Do I call an Uber, pretend it's not my car? Do I go up to it? So I go up to it, and I try to get in. He goes, "Buddy, where are you going?" Home. I just don't think we're a match. It's not working out." He looks at me. He goes, No. You still got to pay." So we're jawing back and forth. I'm like, "Sir, I did not sign up for this." I'm being respectful. I'm like, "I did not sign up for this. I'm not down with that. I thought it was a normal date." He goes, "Give me $50. We'll call it even." No way I'm paying $50 for what just happened. So I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you know what, fine. I didn't bring any cash. Let me go hit the ATM in the..."
Oh no, this guy's too nice. Why are you giving him money? For what reason? Like, you're giving him a tip for being a date supervisor? Surely he gets a salary for that, no? God, tipping culture in America's going too far, I tell you that. You've even got to tip date supervisors now. When will it end, Robbie? This guy's clearly trying to intimidate you. How did he notice your car as well? If you turned up first, like, has he been researching into you? That's really worrying. Or were you standing next to your car when they were... I don't know. If this was me, though, I'd just pretend it wasn't my car. I'd just be like, "Yeah, that's not my car. Like, what, I live an hour away. It's fine. I like the fresh air. I'll walk. I'll crawl if I need to, if I run out of energy. I don't need that car." Who needs a car these days? You know, no one needs a car, especially not one that's protected by a date supervisor.
"Place, we're getting lunch. I'll be right back for you." I go inside. I find my waiter. I tell him. I call 911, and I go hide in the server's room until they show up and escort her out, arrest him, and I can finally leave. I think I have to go get a new car. I am scared. I might move cities. I am scared. to see either of them again. I don't know what's going to happen.
This actually is really worrying because, you know, it's funny to have a laugh about, but this could have been some sort of setup. Like, clearly it was. He wasn't a date supervisor. Clearly there's some sort of, like, setup thing here, and I know I'm going, like, away with it, but you don't know if you're going to get drugged and this guy was here because he's going to carry you somewhere. Like, I know I'm kind of going, like, so far, but you don't know, and that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, this guy could have seriously have been in danger here, and it might have been the best option to just pay him, but again, like, because you know you're in the right, you're not going to pay him, right? I don't know if I don't even think it's an ego thing. It's like, well, no, why would I pay you? What you're not doing anything, you're standing next to my car. I wonder if there is people on these apps as well that are like matching with men or women, and their only sole purpose is to get money out of them, you know, to like kind of like an intimidation tactic. Like, I don't know if their thing was like the woman gets a free meal and the guy gets 50 quid and they're both just happy with that. I don't know, but clearly this guy was getting used in this situation. I don't think that she actually wanted to date him.
One time on a first date, a guy told me that he was not attracted to me, but that he would be willing to have sex with me because he was really horny.
Yeah, I'd be willing to smash just because I am, you know. Woohoo! It's up right now, love. So I'm ready to go. If you kind of want to, are you ready? Do you want to? I'd be willing to. Like, I'd go out of me way to sleep with you, you know, for you, not for me. I'm doing this to you as a favour. I don't need to do this. I want to make you happy. That's the reason why I'm willing to sleep with you. Did he think this would be some sort of compliment? That, you know, like, him sleeping with her is like an achievement for her. That's her reaching like 10th prestige.
Once on a first date, a guy told me that I was uneducated because I said that Christopher Nolan movie Tenet was difficult to watch.
It is difficult to watch. It is. A lot of the time you're like, what the f*** is this? I also don't think it's his best movie. Now we're getting into a different conversation, okay? Nothing beats The Dark Knight. That's my next tattoo, donut, if you're even that interested. Are you interested? You are now. You better be. Be interested in me.
Once I was like 10 minutes late to a first date and I was really apologetic, but he forgave me really quickly because he said it was probably due to the fact that I'm a female driver.
What? Why would you say this? Do you not put yourself in the person's shoes that you're saying this to and go, maybe this doesn't actually sound the greatest? What does that even mean, though? That you're just slow? Oh, female driver's so slow, right? Should I say that again? Oh, God.
One time I was on a walk with a man and he pointed out some mulberries to me and started explaining to me how mulberries look like blackberries and that's how you know that they're not poisonous. And then I asked him how to distinguish poisonous berries that might look like blackberries and he got mad at me. This one time a guy asked me if I ever painted my nails and I said sometimes but not often. Why? And he said, haven't you ever heard the expression men love their dick wrapped in purple?
Just straight in with the, you know, like the cock thing. Straight away. Just boof. I've got one, you know. You know that I've actually... Did I mention? Did you not know that I have something between my legs? Just so we're all on the same page here. Okay, we all know that there is something between my legs right now. So we all know. It's like they know. Okay, they know that you have a willy. You don't need to mention it every 2 minutes, okay? It's not going anywhere, hopefully, you know, unless it drops off from the starters that we get all the way to getting home. I imagine it's going to be okay there.
Once for a first date, I went for a walk with this guy in a nature reserve and it was a lot emptier than I expected. And at some point he said, wow, it's crazy. I could just kill you right here and no one would even know.
This is why some people go, oh, bloody hell, I hate all men. Because if you're having, like, first date after first date and they're all going like this, you're going to be like, yeah, of course, this is all men. Like, if I killed you right now, no one would know. That's not a great thing to say to anyone. Even if you've been with someone for 10 years, I still feel like they'd be like they know you're joking, but they still have, like, might have like a second or two where they're like, wait, is he being serious right now? But on a first date when you don't know this person, you could be a murderer. Like, this is meant for us to get to know each other.
On this one first date, a guy told me that he stopped drinking alcohol because there are too many fat people in the world.
How does that even... Oh, there's too many, you know, fatties round here. That's me stopping alcohol. That doesn't fix anything. That's like me going, oh, God, I'm sick of how many people have got wallpaper in the house. From now on, I'm only doing sit-down wees. I mean, great, the fact that you've stopped drinking alcohol, but the reasoning for it is not the best. It's like, you know, doing a GCSE exam. You've got the answer right, but all your working out was horrific. How did you get to that point?
Once I was on a first date with a guy who told me that he was pretentious, and when I asked him what he meant by that to try to understand better, he said that he only liked high quality art and wasn't going to waste any of his time on things like trashy television and that kind of stuff.
Oh, he's different. What? You don't watch television? You just stare at art? Oh, what? So sexy. Sorry, do you have a penis? Do you have something between your legs, hopefully? I mean, it's fine to be, into final. But I don't know, it's kind of, it doesn't seem like he's actually into art for being into art. He's into art because he feels like it's like a character difference from other people.
Once on a first date, we went for a walk in the city after dinner, and we conveniently ended up at his apartment, at which time I decided I'm going to call an Uber, but he insisted that I call it from his apartment since it was winter. And while we were in there, he gestured to the air mattress on the floor, which was the only thing in his entire apartment, and said, I wouldn't mind having first date sex.
I'm not trying to victim blame here, but how, like, these are terrible. Is this just the normal dating pool? Is this what you've got to deal with out there, single ladies? That's rough. Bloody hell, I didn't understand your struggle. It's a single lady, right? Or a single man, if you're into men. Just what you got to deal with. A little gesture to the air mattress going, I wouldn't mind, some first date sex. That would just make me want to die.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
I went on a date with this comedian. He said, let's go to an open mic. I arrive and he's like already like shit-faced. He's like, okay, I'm going to go and do a set right now. I was like, oh, I didn't know that you were performing.
Like, oh, this is your comedy show.
Yeah. He starts making jokes about murdering his ex-girlfriend. Nobody's laughing. I'm literally in the back, like hurled over, like trying to contain myself. He absolutely bombs. He gets off stage and he's like, I think we should go to a bar. I don't know why, but I was like, okay,
You're like,
sure. He looks at me and he's like, I just want to worship you. And I was like, valid, thank you. And he's like, no, actually, like, I want to touch your feet and I want to be your pet dog and I want you to tell me exactly what to do right now. And I'm like, I'm actually going to go, like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I'll walk you to the subway. He gets down on his hands and knees and starts kissing my feet on the subway with people watching. He's like, I'm your dog, I worship you, I love you, like, please tell me what to do. And I was like, literally get the off me, like, this is so weird.
Did you ever talk to him again?
Yeah, I texted him, I was like, I'm unfortunately, like, not interested. And he was like, what? Like, I don't understand. And then I kid you not, a week later, I leave my apartment and he's like walking outside my apartment. I immediately like pull up my phone. I'm like, literally leave me the fuck alone. Like, I don't like you. Hello? So then I blocked him. And we never spoke again.
I didn't think we'd be the last one, but oh my God, Lord. Jesus Christ and the bloody donkey. The first date? At least wait until the second date to get on, the kind of doggy. I was trying to make a thing about being a dog, but then I thought a doggy style. And then I thought you would think that I meant like, oh yeah, wait until the second date to do doggy style. And then you'd be like, oh my God, Cam's disgusting. And I kind of got into him. That all happened very fast. Are you overwhelmed? I'm overwhelmed. You should have listened to your t-shirt and called the police. That's what you should have done. Genuinely, if I was on the subway, the tube, whatever, and on the first date, the person got into like a dog position and was like, tell me what to do. I'm a dog. I'd be like, tell you what to do. That's what you'll do. Go on. Find a kennel that'll take you. Off. I'm trying to think, like, obviously this is a guy. It's a guy. Just a guy. He's just some guy. Already, like, taking someone to a comedy club and then you're the one doing the set. I don't know if it was like an open mic where anyone can come up, but I think you still need to put your name in, don't you? So clearly he knew he was going to be performing. So that's kind of weird anyway. And then to make loads of jokes about your ex-girlfriend, like something that you shouldn't really bring up on a first date, like unless it's kind of like us, is an ex-partner. It's just kind of awkward if you spend the whole evening talking about your ex. It's just weird. Like the person doesn't want to hear that unless they do. So that alone is weird. But then like the whole, I want to worship you. Seems like this guy's mind has been almost like conditioned by corn, Like I know I don't know this guy, but just from what you're saying, it's almost like he's kind of treating her like an object, like, like kind of like something that he can kind of fulfill his desires with, rather than an actual person with like feelings and someone that is actually trying to find someone. It seems like he was just thinking with his penis over anything. Like, it's fine to kind of have certain kinky things, but when you're not treating the person in front of you like a person, then it's not fine, okay?
So I went on the worst first date of my life yesterday and I have to speak about it. Just for context, this was not like a random
safe space, love.
This is a guy who had followed me on Instagram for over a year and had very much been the one pursuing a first date. We were meant to actually be going on a date this evening, but the guy doesn't live in London. He messaged me being like, oh, well, I'm actually going to be up for Taste of London. And I was like, oh my God, I've always wanted to go to Taste of London but never been. He was like, you should definitely come, why don't we swap out tomorrow for that instead? And I was like, wait, hold on, are you going with people? Like, I don't want to gate crash. And he was like, oh no, don't worry, I'm just going with a couple of people from work, but I'll be with them before you arrive. And when you arrive, you and I can go off and do our own thing. I turn up, first of all, literally cannot find this man. Like, arrive, there's no phone service anywhere. And bear in mind, we've never met in person before, so I know what he looks like in photos, but that doesn't always necessarily translate to recognising someone in person. Anyway, finally find him in his group. He gets up to give me a hug. Everyone else just kind of looks at me and is like, hi. I got really bad vibes from the girls who were there, which I guess maybe they felt like I was crashing. I don't know, that's not how it was presented to me when I was invited. But then he's like, oh, everyone's finished their champagne, so why don't we go and get some more? And one of the girls he's with is like, can you get a nicer champagne than that one that we were just drinking? Which, already red flag. Anyway, we get the champagne for everyone, we go back, and then anyone who knows Taste of London, the whole point is going to go and experience the food, walk around, get a load of freebies, see all of the different brands there. When I tell you, this group was literally sat, not moving, the entire time. And do you know what? If it was really great vibes in the group, that would be a different thing. But it wasn't like at all. The vibes were really off. And also, the guide said that we would just go off, the two of us. We literally sat there the entire time with this big group of people. And then I was like, okay, well, I want to go around, see some of the food, etc. And he was like, yeah, cool, I'll come with. So we go up and get food. Now, I wanted to go around all of the like freebie stalls. He clearly wasn't interested in anything free. Anyway, we went to like go and get a ramen thing, which he wanted. And then I was in the mood for some pasta. So we went to the Italy store there and I got a cannelloni and he wanted some like fried cheese thing. So I got that for him as well, and I paid. Now, bear in mind, I also paid for my ticket to go to Taste of London in the first place. Not that I've got any issue with paying for it, but if I'm paying for it, I do also want to get my money's worth out of the event, which I definitely felt like I wasn't getting. Anyway, I took the fried cheese thing, and he took the cannelloni. We go back to his group of friends, sit down. He puts the cannelloni in his friend's lap. His friend proceeds to eat the entire thing. Literally my dinner.
That you paid for, love. Genuinely? If he had put that in front of someone else and they ate it in front of me and I'd paid for that, I'd be asking for it back. I'd be like, love, you better stick that up. I'm going to wait here till that digests and I'm going to wait with a bowl on your bottom. I'm not going to eat it, but it's the principle. Okay? I've been embarrassed, so you have to too. Why would he put this in front of his friend? Why would his friend eat it? Like, why would you eat something that's been put in front of you that you didn't pay for without at least asking? Like, it's just expected.
I sat there with a block of fried cheese on my lap, like, I didn't even want this. Peppering in some other insights of the evening, one of the girls that he was with literally verbatim said, oh, I just wish there was an ability to pay someone else to go and get my food because I can't be asked with the queues. Like, I would definitely pay someone else to do it for me. Like, sorry.
So was there someone you there? Like, why did he ask you to come here? He's with his friends. His friends seem like bad vibes. And he's not really doing anything with just you. He doesn't seem interested in you or interested in the things that you are doing together. Why did he invite you? Like, what was the point? So that you could buy some of his friends' food?
It's getting towards the end of the evening. We've been sat with his friends the entire time. And he's like, oh, you know, what's your plan? And I was like, oh, well, like, it ends at 9:30, right? So I was like, I'll probably go home, it's a work night. And he starts ringing all of his friends, being like, oh, lads, are you still out? You still out? Ringing his friends, basically completely ignoring me. Girl that he's with, like, gets on the phone and is like, oh, yeah, we'll get a black cab to you guys. We'll be there in 20 minutes. So then, event ends. No questions on where I'm going, whether I'd like to come and join the group. We're all walking.
There's a trend I'm finding with these videos, and it's like these people on these dates aren't being treated like people. You know, even the first guy, a lot of them, it's almost like they're just, I don't know, is it a power thing? Like, this seems like a power thing from the guy, that he can get, you know, like a girl who he deems attractive to just come, and he shows her no attention or anything at all, but it's like the fact that she came is like some sort of validation to him. Like, what is the actual reason that he invited this woman on a date with him for when he was with his friend and showed no way? I don't understand. Can anyone in the comments enlighten me on this? Like, why would he do this? It's so hard to understand.
Oh, well, we're getting in a black cab, so can we sneak through here and get out? And the guy was like, yeah, nobody asked to see how I was getting home. They then walk straight out, hail a black cab, all of the girls get in, and he's like, just turns to me, and I was like, well, I'm getting the tube home. And he was like, all right, yeah, nice to meet you, gives me a hug, hops in the cab, doesn't ask how I'm getting home, doesn't say, let me know when you get in, nothing like that. So that was basically the worst date I've ever been on. Basically a group date with this guy and all of his friends as a first date. He also has since had the audacity to say, thanks for the evening, and then when I didn't respond to that message, because I didn't think it warranted a response, said, all okay, question mark? Question is, do I go back to him and let him know why I was really disappointed in the evening, or do I just leave it?
You leave that alone, okay? Like, it might give you some satisfaction to tell him to his face that he was disrespectful, and do that if you really feel like it kind of gives you closure. But to me, I just don't even think you give him the time. I don't even think you message him back. You know, you just don't need that energy in your life. That guy is going to be with someone, and unfortunately for them, he's probably not going to be the best partner. He's just not going to really care, not much effort. This just seems like the type of bloke he is, unless he kind of like matures and actually, you know, treats people like people eventually. But you deserve someone better, and you shouldn't waste any more of your time going out with this guy, because, you know, are you going to try and change him? Are you going to give him another chance? You gave him a chance and he blew it, so he doesn't get another one, unfortunately. Like, if you knew this guy before and, you know, it was all kind of like just a big misunderstanding, a mistake, fair enough, then give him a second one. But this is no misunderstanding. The guy was just purely disrespectful to you. Didn't even help you get home, or didn't even like care if you were getting home okay. Like, at least walk you to the tube stop, or at least like walk to the tube stop. You get the tube home and then they get in a black cab, which doesn't make things nice, but at least it makes him like at least show he cares a tiny bit. Obviously that's not as dramatic as the other ones. That one's just cruel. Like, I can imagine after leaving that one, you almost just feel really down, and you might not even feel like a person. You just kind of feel like, oh, I was just like a spare part there. Like, I just wasn't even like considered whatsoever. And you're also hungry and loads of money down, so again, not the best.
He took me back to his house, not because he wanted to do anything, because he wanted to show me the renovations he's doing in his basement.
You don't go to basements on a first date, Reagan.
I know, but he had barn doors.
Normally, I'm with the mother if that's who's behind the camera on this one. Don't go into someone's basement on their first date. Don't even go into someone's basement on like the third or fourth date. You've got to have like a ring on your finger to go in someone's basement, okay? I need to trust this person. No windows, no light source. Yeah, not happening unless we're married, okay? But if that man has barn doors, oh my god. Take me into the basement to meet me, right? I'm gonna get naked in that basement. Maybe he's not. Okay, but farmhouse barn doors, oh my god, guys. If someone has a cottage, genuinely, like, I'd be like, right, that's we're getting married, okay? Like, if you go to someone's house on a first date and their house is a cottage, yeah. Like, off The Holiday, you know, the movie with Cameron Diaz and Jude Law, Kate Winslet. Something about barn doors are just really, really enticing, and I don't know why. Unless you're in the 28 Years Later universe, any Bone Temple watchers will know barns actually aren't the greatest thing.
He was making a whole nother apartment all by himself. He bought this house.
And he has a car.
And it's nice. And his car, did you see his car?
No.
It's brand new. It's a 2021 SUV. It's beautiful. It has a screen in it.
This girl's so funny. I just want to know who she's been on a date with prior, or who were her previous partners. The bar is a little bit on the floor here. I'm not saying that a new SUV is not good. It's great. But, I don't know, being impressed by, you know, someone's car and the fact they have barn doors and they're doing something in their basement, I don't think the bar's that. They have barn doors, so yeah, we're basically just soulmates.
Yeah. I started to forget about, like, everything else, and I was just like, wow, I could start living like this.
Do you know what is really funny? Is like, I'm thinking like when me and Chloe first had like our first date and that. It is funny how like, you know, when you first meet someone or whatever, you kind of like have that first date and then you go home and you're like, you know, you kind of like exactly what this woman's doing. You kind of understand, like, you're trying to understand how we feel. You're like either giddy or you're like, oh my god, that was great, like this could be something, or you're like, oh my god, I never want to see that person again. But isn't it funny that you sit alone for a little bit and you kind of debrief with yourself and you're like, what's going on here? I don't know, I just think it's kind of like a cute moment, even if it's bad, like even if you have a bad date, because you're kind of being like, is this the right person for me? Is this the person that I want to be with, this other human? Isn't it weird, by the way, that you just kind of like find a random person and you're like, oh yeah, they're okay, do you want to just like sleep in the same bed and have like sleepovers every single night? Like, what? Why do we do that? Like, you're a stranger, I don't know you. That's weird. Oh god, I'm having a crisis now. Guys, there's a stranger downstairs in my house. What should I do? Somebody call the police.
And he was so respectful. It was beautiful.
This is a good first date story.
What'd you have to drink?
I had a couple cocktails and some wine. Yeah.
So, do you think you're going to go on a second date?
He wants to bring me to his hockey game tomorrow.
It's the way she's standing, just... This is really nice. I know this isn't a horrific first date story, but I'm enjoying it. I feel like we need to watch, like, good first date stories for a video right now. I'm loving this.
He wants to pick me up and bring me to his hockey game. So I can come watch him. It's so cute. He says he wants to take me thrifting beforehand. Yeah, so we can pick out outfits for each other and not let each other see. And it's what we have to wear on our next date.
Is she crying? Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so funny. That is really cute. Clearly this guy really likes her and she seems to like him back. I really want to know if these two are together now.
Worst first date I've ever been on? I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to tell you right now. Before I met my smoke show of a husband, I was on dating apps. As you do. This man messages me out of the blue and he goes, I like your face. Let's go get some food. I love food. Are you my soulmate? He says, meet me at my house. I will drive us to the restaurant together. Why did we not just meet there? I have no idea. I drive 45 minutes to his house. He's standing outside of it. He walks up to my car and he goes, I've lost my keys. Can you drive us there? Should I have just left him right there and gone home? Yes. Did I? Absolutely not. He gets in, starts giving me turn-by-turn directions. He could have been leading me to an abandoned warehouse and I still would have been like, left at this stop sign? Okay. We end up at a Taco Bell, which is fine. I'm like, dine in or drive through? And he's like, drive through. And I'm like, great, he has a plan. We get to the speaker and he just leans over and goes, I would like 100 hard-shell tacos. Thank you.
100? So we don't have that many tacos. We're gonna have to ring Mr. Taco Bell and get him to fly in with some more tacos for 100.
We get to the window. He does one of these numbers. I'm like, did you forget your wallet? And he's like, yeah. I was like, do you need me to pay? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I buy the 100 tacos and I'm like, where to next? And he goes, back to my house. And I was like, okay, this is happening. I'm committed to this now. It's happening.
I feel like you need to commit to it. Just for the plot, just for the story. Like, we've just picked up 100 tacos, now we're going back to his house. I don't know what's gonna... I need to find out. What are we gonna do with all these tacos?
We walk in, his dad is on the couch. I'm like, he lives with his dad. It's fine. The hoops I am teleporting through to convince myself that this decision that I have made is okay is just wild. Walk past his dad into the kitchen. He just starts emptying the boxes of tacos, just releasing them onto the table, puts 2 chairs at the table, sits down, and he just screams at the top of his lungs, let's feast. I am just calmly unwrapping my taco and taking a bite of it. We are eating hard-shell tacos in complete silence. You can hear both of us chewing. It's absolute chaos. The dad walks up, grabs a taco. There's 100 of them. We have so many to spare. He's eating over us, just like standing, doesn't sit, stands right next to the table, crunches, mouth full. He just looks at me and he goes, do you want to see my studio? And I was like, I have never wanted to see anything less in my entire life. It was that moment that I decided this date was completely over or else I was going to be killed, 100%. I am now just like collecting the tacos because I paid for them. I walk out with boxes of tacos in my purse. I look back and I was like, thank you for this experience. You will never hear from me again.
That is one of the weirdest stories. Not a chance he sat on that table and went, let's feast. I would just be like, sorry, what? Guys, I have a little bit of an observation. I don't think he'd forgot his keys. Or I don't think he actually did forget his wallet by accident. I think all of this was, you know, kind of constructed so we could get some free tacos. But like, why 100 though? Like, why did he let you go out the door as well? Like, I thought he would kind of, you know, be like, you're not taking the tacos with you, because he wanted so many. So the fact that you've boxed loads up, like, he didn't get 100, or is he just happy counting his losses with like 20 or 30? I don't know. It's a weird one. Definitely one that I've never heard before. And I think it's a good decision that you didn't go in his dad's studio. A studio for what? I need more information. Just a studio? What is it, a taco eating studio? I need more information, fella. Okay, if it's a music studio, I definitely don't want to go in. A soundproofed room? Nah, not for me. I'll just stick with the 100 tacos, thank you very much. And on that note, donuts, I am going to end this. If you want to watch another variant of this topic that we've previously covered, we did bad dates that got exposed on TikTok, so that's first dates and just any dates in general, even if they've dated a few times. Genuinely, some of the stories in here are wild, so if you want to go watch that video, I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.
Cam Kirkham, baby.